Deputy Governor of the state, principal actor, Labour Party, Dr. Alex Chioma. You're welcome, sir. Deputy Governor, the BOT Chairman, Secretary. This is a special section, but because we're a party that respects and loves conviviality, that is why we will see even others.
Appreciation and solidarity to the comrade Governor Dr. Alex Otti, for the purposeful leadership he has provided for each and every one of us, as well as the generality of Labour Party members. Secondly, he equally mandated me to give a brief history of where and how we started. As God will have it, to God be the glory. Those of us who conceptualized and implemented the formation of Labour Party, today we are not up to 5 remaining. Age has kept others. Only 2 of us, myself and the secretary, were the people who conceptualized, starting from IBB Political Bureau, where we had Labour Party as one of the parties recommended. IBBs, a little to the left, a little to the right, brought about NROC and SDP. Naturally, we gravitated towards SDP. As the saying goes, all is now history. However, we must give honor to whom honor is due. The then president of the Nigerian Labour Congress, Comrade Pascal Bafiawu, was the engine room in the formation of Labour Party. When the 86 of IDB collapsed, in 89, there was a special convention or NEC meeting of NSC held in Calabar, where we had the likes of late Goodluck, Dr. Fatogun, Bola Ide, Professor Eskotoyo, Olaoni, Madinabu, just to mention a few, that says workers must have the party of their own. It was that propelled us to form another Labour Party. When that collapsed, we equally went to question of forming Party for Social Democracy. That Party for Social Democracy was equally changed at the neck of NS in Bauchi for it to be renamed Labour Party. And you all will agree with me, since then till now, it has been crisis upon crisis, which time and space will not allow us. But they say nature abhors vacuum. That is why God has provided our amiable governor and the good people of Abia State to have brought our governor to fill the gap. And it is that gap that has brought us here today. So we all must rally behind him, around him, with him, to make sure we continue with the vision and mission of Labour Party as envisaged by founding fathers. Because of the role Pascal Bafia played, I will crave your indulgence to have a minute of silence for Pascal Bafia for the role he played in establishing Labour Party. Peace. Amen. Today is not for lecture. Other people will speak, and we thank you for the audience you've given to me. God bless you all.
It's a pleasure to be here, to be part of this process, to make sure that the Labour Party, the party of the workers, the party of the masses, the party of the downtrodden, is revitalized, redirected, and refocused towards providing political alternative for the people of this country in terms of good governance, in terms of transformative governance, as we are currently witnessing in Abia State through our transformational government. We want it to spread across the country. And that is what the Labour Party represents. And that is why this effort is consistently being put in place, despite all odds, despite a lot of distraction, despite a lot of opposition, to ensure that we put everything in place constitutionally, based on the constitution of the Labour Party, to redirect the party towards political contestation. We want Nigeria to change, and to change for better. And if some of us who are familiar with the manifesto of the party, the Labour Party, the party that stands for all, reflection of social democracy, and in the principle of social justice, we know that this is a party that we need now in this country to change the affairs of this country, to redirect economic, politics, and the social affairs of this country towards common good. And recently, we witnessed what happens in Brazil. Lula hosted, Comrade Lula da Silva hosted BRICS. We want Nigeria to be part of such effort, because the party, the ruling party in Brazil is the Workers' Party of Brazil. And that is why they are transforming economically, politically, and socially. So we want that in Nigeria. That is why our founding fathers, some of them are here, and they will give also kudos to Comrade Esode Ejiofor, the head of service of the trade union,
Yes.
whom leadership bets this party under the presidency of Comrade Adam Oshomole of the Nigerian Labour Congress. And that is the fruit we want today to come to place. We don't want the steel-backed party again. We want a party that works for all the Nigerian workers and the people of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So, comrades, this is the statutory neck. We are here to take far-reaching decisions that will redirect the affairs of the party. And Luther continues.
Victoria Asata.
So, I feel solidarity for my president. First of all, the president of the Trade Union Congress of Nigeria, and all members of the Trade Union Congress of Nigeria. Solidarity.
Forever.
That was why we formed the Party for Social Democracy. Later changed the name to Labour Party. So there is still room for another baptism of foundation. So what is at the center of it is that it is workers' rights. And to that, I will urge every Nigerian to reach out to the liberal class, the working people, the farmers, traders, and all artisans to own the party that is their party. That is what is done all over the world. But in Britain today, that the Labour Party is in government, or my colleague Lula, who was in the iron and still, before he moved on to run for presidency. This is the duty before all of us to do that. we'll leave the rest to history. Let that market woman, let that farmer know that this is his party. And you can see from what happened in 2023, where people that were giving form, even free, where Okada riders removed giving National Assembly. This is the only party that has hope for the common people. Yes, the NLC facilitated the party, but none of us from NLC is in the National Assembly. None of us is governor. So Otti was the other side between. We were different sides, pushing ourselves. When he was in the back, fighting the structure this party. Immediately, restructure it, go into coalition, rebrand, whatever form, that's the mandate given to us for this party to work. So, and any other thing that is not drawn from this consensus, for us to all discuss here and agree on the next step to be taken, is not part of the NLC mandate. Everything has to be discussed, including the structures of the party, to agree on where we're going. I will come here with the mandate of the NLC and we'll discuss it and see what is best for us and move on. I want to thank everyone here and say that we have the structures, even as Congress, from every family, to every village, to every ward, to every local government. The NLC still believes that you can make it. God bless you all.
How are you faring there? But after 2023, God sent us a helper in the person of His Excellency.
Elder statesman, Comrade Lawson, members of NEC, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Honorable Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Abia State, Barrister Akpoti-Uduaghan. Let me thank the members of NEC who abandoned everything they should have been doing this beautiful Friday to be here. I want to thank you for your sacrifices. Thank you for your commitment to our party. Interestingly, when the representative of the chairman of the DOT spoke and charged us to stand up for a minute recognition for Comrade Pascal Bafiayu, it reminded me of my relationship with the departed comrade. And I want the president of NLC to listen, because he was alleging that I was on the other side. Little did he know that in 1988, when I graduated from school, I met Comrade Pascal Bafiayu at the Nigerian Labour Congress headquarters there in Yaba, Lagos. Yes. And I was just a youth copper. Haven't finished my the orientation in Ondo State and transferred to Lagos. So I went to see my very good friend, Comrade Esaremu.
Okay.
And, oh, Deputy Speaker, you are here. Welcome, I didn't know you were here. Deputy Speaker, Abia State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Austin Okezie-Maragene. Thank you and welcome to Abuja. You know, we are all coming from the Far East. So when we see ourselves, we congratulate ourselves for making it to the urban Abuja. So, and then we started a long discussion. The Comrade Bafia, you and myself, we spoke for a very long time. And he insisted that I needed to come and serve in NLC. And actually, he gave me a letter that I should send to NLC. That's after a few days. Because I didn't have anything to do. So every morning I would resume at NLC headquarters, waiting for my redeployment. And he gave me a letter to NYSC to be posted to NLC as a research assistant. But as events will have it, I also got another letter from Citibank. That one I sat for the interview and passed it. And the way it went at that time, if you served in Citibank, first of all, you must meet a minimum standard. You must sit for the interview. You must pass it. You must go through the orals. And it was almost certain that after the youth service, you already had a job. And that's what happened. So I turned down NLC to go to Citibank.
where the Kado
And that is how I found myself in the bank. But even in the bank, I was protecting the interests of the NLC. Because I saw myself as part of labor.
Yeah.
So I wasn't on the other side. And I have never been. But you know, the way it is that you, just like Baba here told us, you know, the Babangida days, a little to the left, a little to the right. If you want to be on the far left, even Russia has left you. So let me once again state that the reason we are here is to ensure that our party is preserved. And whatever it costs, we must preserve our party. If the likes of Pascal Bafia and most other comrades made sacrifices to put this together, it will be very sad. It will be shameful if we cannot manage what was handed over to us.
Yeah.
And I would like us to humble ourselves and recognize that we cannot be bigger than the party. That you've set up a party, you've contributed to setting up the party will be bigger than you.
Of course.
And today, NLC started it. But I'm sure that majority of the people in the party today are not just NLC. In fact, they are bigger than NLC.
Yes.
And a good father always prays for his son
To be better.
than him.
Yes.
So anytime you want to see a father competing with his children,
Yeah.
he has lost his direction. You want your children to do better than you. So NLC, thank you so much for forming the party, but this party is now bigger than NLC.
Yeah.
And and I'm very grateful that you also came in person. That shows that you are interested in making this party what it should be. So today, it is in the spirit of the Supreme Court judgment that we got on the 4th of April 2025, which handed over the party to party owners and party members, which also recognized and actually admonished the respondents in that matter that they should be humble enough to respect the constitution of the party. And when their tenures were over, they should humbly step down and let the party run. Those were not my words, they were the words of the learned Supreme Court judges. Unfortunately, after that judgment, some people started giving different interpretations that we are not consistent with the spirit and the words of that judgment. At least we all understand English. But as law-abiding people, we thought we should follow the process. And today what we are here to do is to formally start the process of getting a new leadership for this party. And it's going to be done in an organized and structured manner, starting from the wards, through the local governments, to the states, to the zones, and ending with the national convention. That is a structured process. If you want to build a house, and it's a 3-story building, you don't start from the 3rd floor. You have to build the foundation, isn't it? That is how it is. So we have to build the foundation. Now, it is impossible for the surviving members of NEC, like you have been told, and there are only 9 of us, the statutory members, since the tenure of the last National Working Committee had since expired, as recognized by the Supreme Court. So, because all of us cannot jump into the fray, neither would it be the 9 statutory members of NEC that are seated here. So, the powers conferred on us gives us authority to set up an interim National Working Committee and that interim National Working Committee would have just a single job: manage this party until the convention, when a new leadership will emerge. A corollary to that single job is also to ensure the structured and orderly institutionalization of the leadership of the party from the ward level to that convention. So that's why we are here. And it gives me great pleasure to call our attention to our intervention on the 4th of September last year, 2024, where we all sat, including every member of NEC here, and then an enlarged stakeholders forum, including the former presidential candidate and his deputy, all the senators, all the House of Representative members, and all the House of Assembly members elected on the platform of the party. We all gathered in Umuahia and set up a national caretaker committee. Shortly after, the former chairman of the party, Barrister Julius Abure, went to court and got a judgment proclaiming him as the substantive chairman of the party. As law-abiding citizens, we asked the National Caretaker Committee to take a back seat while we prosecuted the matter in court. In fact, as a matter of fact, the National Caretaker Committee was successfully joined in the matter before the Federal High Court. When that judgment was given, not being satisfied, the National Caretaker Committee now proceeded on appeal. And the appeal went against them. They now went to Supreme Court. And then the Supreme Court gave the judgment that I have just paraphrased. So, having gotten that judgment, we went straight to INEC, lodged the judgment with them, and asked for the recognition of the appellants, the Senators Darlington Wokocha and Esther Nenadi Osman, National Secretary and National Chairman, respectively. If you remember, because they were the appellants and the Supreme Court agreed with them, the last sentence on page 48 of that judgment says appeal succeeds.
Meritorious.
Because it was meritorious. That's the last sentence there. So their appellants were, I've told you, Senator Darlington Wokocha and Esther Nenadi Osman. But having got that judgment, we also wanted to follow process. So having informed INEC, we also noted that there were some things that were already on with the former national chairman of the party, including the Anambra governorship election, whose primaries were going to come up less than 1 week after that judgment. And we thought it was appropriate for us to let the process continue instead of getting into an argument that may make us not have a candidate for the party. So if you noticed, we allowed the primaries to go on. And that is why our leader was also there when the flag off of the campaign started in Anambra. But that's a story for another day. So distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me thank all of you for coming and believe that we will be successful in whatever we have come here to do. There are a few issues. One of them is actually the next item on the agenda. And with the permission of the BOT chairman, I would call for us to go into that next item now, which is the inauguration of the Interim National Working Committee. Once we do that, then we'll go into the next, which is also very important, and that is the approval of schedule of world congresses, state congresses, zonal congresses, and national convention. And of course, constitution of statutory committees for membership revalidation and new members registration. I think this item number 12 should be left to the Interim National Working Committee to advise us. Mr. Chairman, I hope it will be in order. So would you want to take this number 10 now?
Yes.
Okay, sir. So once again, thank you so much. And my prayer is that by the time you leave here, that God will take you back to your destination safely. God bless.
You should know the governor now. He used to come to NSC. He goes to the office of ISA. So today you have confirmed it, because I always argued with him. However, most of the NANS people, NSC was there. When some of them don't even have money for hotel, they sleep in our offices. So We are used to all of them. So today you've confirmed it. I will be an advocate. Any person who says I should not address you as Comrade Governor, you will meet me at the battlefield. What we set up at Umar here, time has elapsed. We validate any other grammar to add of this. So I will please among the next member. Number 10, I want to propose for your adoption the reaffirmation of Nenadi and Dalitin Wokocha as the interim chairman and secretary of, respectively, of Labour Party and others.
27 others.
And and others. The working will depend on the secretariat. They will work hand in hand with the BOT. But these are the two captains.
And neck.
And neck. With the neck, not BOT, with neck. They will work hand in hand with us. Nenadi Usman and Senator Dalisi Nwokocha. And others. That will be the secretariat work. We told you are observers, don't ask questions. Now, I hereby propose that they should be inaugurated as the interim chairman and secretary. Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those against, say nay. The ayes have it. Therefore, having adopted them, item 11 and 12 will be the responsibility of this interim body working hand in hand with the statutory neck. We tidy it up to actualize this assignment, and you will be duly informed, involved, and carried along. So I thank you very much. We are against forced labor as labor people. I hear and I agree there are two different things. Senator Nwokocha is here. He has heard. But he has not told us he accepts. So we will call on Senator Nwokocha. Are you with me? Senator. Senator.
1 minute.
Yes. In all the states, local government, and wards.
Yes.
Just like the governor said, and we all agree, we have one objective. Okay. No, wait. Too many hands. Let's take them step by step so that there's no confusion. We are only making emphasis on the mandate of the national interim. And we are equally saying they are conferred with the authority to constitute states, local government, and wards with one single objective: to revalidate and register members for world congresses. The importance of, hello, don't disturb us observers. The importance this is my presido. If not that he signs my pension every month, I could have said I would deal with him.
You would have done something.
Done something. But my pension, I value it too. So that is in a lighter mood. Please, the challenge before us to mobilize and register members. Without membership, we cannot go into any congress. It is members you use in conducting congresses. Hereby, I thereby, no, it's not motion. Is the mandate being given to them? Okay. I want to move a motion to the effect that the National Interim Committee should constitute.
You are proposing, you are not moving.
I'm proposing. You know, it has been long we left active holding of meetings. Maybe my current president was in secondary school when we were organizing and presiding over meetings. So that is just in a lighter way. I can't talk to my president anyhow. He's the first citizen of labor. The Interim National Working Committee will be empowered to constitute state this day. I put the proposal for adoption in collaboration with NEC. I hereby propose for adoption.
Seconder.
Those in support, say aye.
Aye.
Those against, if I hear a nay, I'll throw you for the window. Thank you very much.
Those completed though. Those against say nay.
Those against say nay.
I said those say nay, they say nay. The ayes have it. Okay. Now, can the senator please do acceptance of the responsibility given to you and Esther Nenadi?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Your Excellency, the Governor present, I want to sincerely thank the NEC and the BOT members here for granting us this opportunity of working for them and for the entire party. I hereby, on behalf of the chairman of the International Working Committee, Senator Naira Esther Osman, accept to work and to deliver according to the mandate you have expressly stated. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you. Upcoming gubernatorial election in Anambra and the scheduled by-election in various senatorial districts and federal constituencies across the country. May I have the honor to invite our governor to please.
Can we have one meeting?
One
please?
house.
Press, please.
One house.
You can't be making calls while we are holding this meeting. If you need to make calls, please take your phone outside, finish your call, and come back. It's very disrespectful for us to be holding a meeting here, a NEC meeting, and people are making calls. Okay? We don't want to use force. But we can also use force.
If we are compelled.
You know, I have an elder statesman here. He's over 80.
Apologies, Your Excellency. That was an Andrews man.
Okay, those are the things.
That's okay. That's okay. All right, but you can make the call. It's just that you need to step out. All right, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I think the meeting is going well. I've spoken to this, and we, as a party, we believe that two wrongs cannot make a right, and we also don't believe that we should shoot ourselves in the foot. And it is on that basis that we intervened in April to say that the process of the Anambra election should go on. But I know there must be some challenge now, which I believe should be resolved after now. The challenge I see is that there are by-elections that are going to happen any moment from now. The Anambra election is also underway. So for the by-elections, I believe that INEC, and I believe that INEC should be here. Is INEC here? I'm sure they are observing this meeting. I believe that INEC may not want to accept candidates from Labour Party. That's my belief. And I think somehow I may be right. But after this meeting, the NEC, statutory NEC, having empowered the Interim National Working Committee, we will issue a communique and write to INEC, just like we wrote to INEC a month before today, on the 18th of July, to say this meeting was going to hold. INEC acknowledged it. So also, I would appeal to distinguished Senator Darlington Wokocha to cause letters to be written to INEC about this meeting, and then about recognition of our candidates for the different runoff or by-elections that will be happening any moment from now. The final word is that even those who may not have been happy with the way primaries were conducted in Anambra, I think we should sink our differences and support the candidate that emerged in the interest of the party. And then on behalf of NEC, I've had a little discussion with our Baba here. We also would like to appeal to all the people who have grievances, including Barrister Abuja, to sink their differences and let us work together to make this party a strong and viral party. That is if they like the party. We are not interested in expelling anybody. Even those that have been expelled, they should write letters of apology so that the Interim National Working Committee can record them so that we can work together. That would be my final word. Having said that, Mr. Chairman, I hand over the microphone back to you.
Thank you very much. The agenda, we are now on item 14, AOB. So from the NEC table, is there any observation? Anything that was not included in the agenda you feel you will draw our attention? Absence of any AOB, we move to item 17, presentation of NEC communique to the media and the global public. May I crave your indulgence to call on Senator Mokocha to please read interim National Secretary only to the press for some 2 to 3.
Governor Alex Shoma Otti, let me use it to recognize all the members of the NEC without forgetting the chairman of the BOT and the NEC, other NEC members present. On behalf of the National Chairman, Interim National Committee, and the power conferred on us by the NEC a few minutes ago, I want to read a communique issued at the end of the meeting of the National Executive Council of the Labour Party held on Friday, 18 July 2025 at Transcorp Hilton, Abuja. The National Executive Council, NEC, of the Labour Party met in Abuja on Friday, 18 July 2025 at Transcorp Hilton Hotel. The meeting was duly convened by the statutory NEC members in line with the Labour Party Constitution and pursuant to the decision of the Supreme Court of Nigeria delivered on the 4th April 2025 between Senator Nenadi A. Usman, Labour Party Interim National Caretaker Committee Chairman, presently but formerly the National Caretaker Committee Chairman, versus Labour Party and another suit number XC/CV/56/2025, which confirmed that the tenure of Barrister Julius Abere has ended. The meeting was attended by statutory members of the National Executive Council, the Board of Trustees, BOT, leaders of the Nigerian Labour Congress, NLC, Trade Union Congress, TUC. At the end of the deliberations, the following resolutions were unanimously adopted by NEC and issued as the official communique. 1. Ratification of Interim National Working Committee, INWC. The NEC unanimously ratified and inaugurated the Interim National Working Committee of the Labour Party under the leadership of Senator Nenadi E. Usman as the Interim National Chairman and Senator Darlington Nwokocha as the Interim National Secretary, among other persons. 2. Approval of the schedule for the party congresses and national convention. The NEC approved the detailed schedule for the conduct of world congresses, local government area congresses, state congresses, zonal congresses, and the national convention of the Labour Party. The National Secretariat is mandated to publish the guidelines and timelines to ensure transparent and democratic elections at all levels within 3 months. 3. Constitution of Statutory Committees. The NEC approved the constitution of statutory committees to supervise membership, revalidation, and new member registration across the country. These committees shall work with the National Secretariat, state chairmen, and relevant stakeholders to ensure credibility and inclusiveness. The National Secretariat is mandated to publish the list and membership of the committees. 4. Status of Labour Party participation in upcoming elections. The NEC reviewed the status of the party's participation in the forthcoming Anambra gubernatorial election and various schedules by elections in senatorial districts and federal constituencies across the country. The NEC reaffirmed the commitment of the party to fielding credible candidates and directed the Interim National Working Committee to conclude necessary preparations with INEC in line with the Electoral Act 2022. 5. Commitment to internal democracy and party discipline. The NEC reaffirmed its commitment to internal democracy, rule of law, and the supremacy of Labour Party constitution. It warned against any parallel structure or activities inconsistent with these resolutions. 6. Appeal for unity and reconciliation. The NEC urged all stakeholders, members, and supporters of Labour Party to close ranks, eschew divisive tendencies, and work together in the unity to build a strong, people-oriented, and ideologically driven political movement capable of rescuing Nigeria. 7. Call on INEC and security agencies. The NEC calls on the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, and all security agencies to discharge their statutory responsibilities impartially and professionally to ensure free, fair, and credible elections in the forthcoming elections. 8. Adoption of NEC communique. The meeting adopted this communique as the official statement of the Labour Party NEC meeting of 18 July 2025 and directed its immediate dissemination to the media, party organs, INEC, and the general public. This was issued this 18th day of July 2025 here in Abuja. Signed, His Excellency Dr. Alex Otti Ofar, Executive Governor of Abia State, Chief S.O. Z. Ejiofor, Chairman of BOT, His Excellency Engineer Ikechukwu Emeto, Deputy Governor of Abia State, Alhaji Salisu Mohammed, Secretary, BOT, Comrade Joe Ajero, President, NLC, Comrade Emmanuel Obaja Emoena, Secretary, NLC, Comrade Deborah Yusuf, Chairperson, NLC National Woman Leader, Comrade Engineer Festus Osifo, President, Trade Union Congress, TUC, Comrade General N.A. Toro, PhD, Trade Union Congress Secretary, and Senator Nenadi Osman and Talent in Work Culture as Chairperson, the Interim National Committee and Interim National Secretary. Thank you and God bless you.
Let any aggrieved individual or group shield his or her own sword, come together, and we all will work together. And if you look at the program, it says revalidation and registration, which means if you were a member of Labour Party 2 million years ago and you are still interested, you can come and revalidate. If you are fresh, you register. That opening gives room for reconciliation and everything. Nobody will expect, say, let us reconcile. Appeal has been made from the highest of our body to say, please, all are invited. And with regard to Anambra, he made it abundantly clear. It is parties that goes for election. Let's bury our hatchets and support our candidates. Are you okay? Please come. Come, my bearded one, your own is not white. Solidarity of the bearded.
Is this